Hello everyone, Aeroe here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make some Spider-Man web shooters out of just these simple Bic lighters. And before we get into the video, I just want to give credit to J Laser Video. Go check out his channel. I got this from him, so go check out him. He's pretty cool. And yeah, on to the video. First, you want to disassemble your lighter. So how you do that is you take this fire shield off. Pretty easy to come off. Focus, and then you'll just take that off, and after that you can pull apart these plastic pieces and take the striker wheel out, and then take the spring out for the flint, and then take the button, take the button out. You're going to need this, so keep that. You won't need any of these other parts. Alright, now down to this part. Crap. May be tricky to get out, so I use this pair of needle nose pliers. Just unscrew this. Some gas may come out. You're going to need this, so keep that. And then all the butane needs to be poured out. And this is what was inside of here to make sure all the fuel wouldn't just come out and make a huge flame, but we want all of that to come out, so we take this out. And we don't need that. So things you need from this point on is your cartridge for your lighter, the nozzle, and then this button. I'm gonna go ahead and do it with this one too, just in case I didn't get a super good shot on the last one. It's easier if you have longer fingernails. Try not to get this butane that's coming out on your skin. It may harm you in some way. Okay, so go ahead and, once you've got that done, go ahead and screw this nozzle back into here. It's not that hard. Doesn't need to be fully screwed down yet because we're going to put some stuff in it later. If you wanted to take this warning label off, you could just scratch it off with a knife and then water it down and keep scratching on it. I do this with my other ones, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to. So yeah. This part is the band part, and what you're going to need for this is some Velcro and some piece to tie it onto your arm. I just used some elastic. Measure it around your wrist and then leave a little room like this for the Velcro to attach to. So don't cut it like that, because there will be no way for the Velcro to attach. Cut the Velcro into little pieces like this to the right size to fit them on the elastic. Go ahead and attach your Velcro. I actually use some super glue. The Velcro comes with 3M backing, sticky backing, but it doesn't end up staying on there for a long period of time. So I go ahead and put some super glue on the back. Don't put too much, and try not to get it on your hands. It feels weird when it gets on your hands. Anyway, just stick it onto the elastic or whatever band you're using. Make sure it's stuck on there, and then make sure to flip it. Do not put the Velcro on the same side, because then it just wouldn't work out. So flip the elastic over and then put the Velcro on. Put the other piece of Velcro on the other side. Okay, so for this shooter part, you're going to need some hot glue, which I have right over there. And you want your nozzle pieces to be on the same side, like this, and not like this. So make sure they are on the same side. And then go ahead and take some of your hot glue. Be careful with this because this can burn you. And put a little, okay, you're gonna need to put some more hot glue in. Okay, so put a little bit too much, but put a little line on it, and be careful and line this up, and just press it down for a couple seconds, and then let that dry for a little bit. Okay, so whenever everything is dry, you're going to attach the shooter part to the wrist part. And you're going to want to find the somewhat center, which is about right here for me. And you want to make sure that where the buttons go is going to be more towards the band part. So the nozzles are on the top and the elastic is like this. So you're going to, when you glue it, you want to make sure it's like this. Don't put too much glue because it can become a mess. I've learned that in the last couple ones I did off camera. So you just want to put glue in the space where it's going to touch the elastic. So you just want to place this carefully on there, like so. And if you get a little bit everywhere, it's okay. It'll come off easily when it's dry. So you're gonna want to let that dry for a little while, and I'll be back when it is. Okay, so it is dry, and I'm going to put these buttons back on the shooter. They can be a little tricky to put on sometimes. It should just click in like that, and when you hear that noise, it should be clicked in all the way. I actually didn't screw down my nozzle pieces all the way, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that some more. So just so that they have a tight fit, so that it'll be like it is in the end. Don't tighten these down too much, because then the gas or butane fuel won't come out as easy and it won't be as effective. So just about enough so that this cap part, like this, isn't down just quite enough. You can still see the threading. This is just about right. You want to make sure that all the cap is still showing, but not the threading is showing. Okay, so once you're done with that, you're basically done with your shooter, and you can put it on your wrist and just push the buttons like this, which I did for a little while, and it works, but it's not as comfortable. So I found this nail in a junk drawer that fits through these holes in the top of the lighter, like that, so that it could hold some triggers. And these triggers are 3D printed. I also got them from J Laser Video's video, and they're in his description if you want to go check them out. They're pretty easy to print, and what you're going to do is line them up with the holes. So go ahead and stick that through a little bit, and then make sure that if you did print these out, make sure that this part is on the same side as the button, so that it'll depress the button whenever you pull the trigger. So like that, it's through, and now you can put the other one through, Be careful if you're using a nail so that you don't kind of hit yourself, puncture your skin. So now that you have triggers, you can just go like this and it will, see that, it'll depress the thing and let the butane out. And what's cool about this design is that you have 2 triggers, so if you want to, you can just spray both of them at the same time, or you can have like a longer version so that you can spray one and then when you're done with that one, just go to the other one. So that's basically the end of the tutorial, but I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate it for you and show you how to put butane and other things in there. Okay, before you do this, you're going to want to get some butane fuel. Any kind will work as long as it has this type of nozzle that will fit onto the top of the shooter nozzle. So you want to depress your trigger, flip this upside down, and then make sure that the butane fuel nozzle is over the shooter nozzle, and then push down. And as you can see, it's starting to fill up. You may need to wiggle the butane nozzle around just to make sure it gets in the cartridge. Alright. Try not to get this on your skin because this is very cold and it could give you frostbite, I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill up this other side. Gosh dang it. It's a little tricky to get it in there because sometimes it just won't go into the cartridge. Alright, it's filling up. Okay. So now I'm going to strap it onto my wrist. I actually did a pretty good fit on this one. I actually took the triggers off to do this, so I'm going to put those on real quick. Okay, I put the triggers back on, and now it's time to shoot. I'm just going to do one at a time for now. And I know that wasn't really like web fluid, and if you want to do that, you can mix up some soap and some water and take a small syringe and take the triggers and the buttons off and then unscrew the caps and then inject the web fluid into here and fill it not completely up but about like to here-ish, and then put some butane in, and that'll push all the web fluid out of the blast of the shooter, so it'll be more web-like. You could also use some silly string, which I haven't tested and I probably won't test because that's a more complicated process it's easier for different lighters for that. But if you want to see this again, hit the like and on to the outro. So guys, if you liked that video, go ahead and click the like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And yeah, so this is the completed project if you didn't watch it. But I have this 3D printed version that has a trigger and has one, but it comes out and it's interchangeable. So if you want to see me do a video on that, it probably wouldn't be very long since there's not really a building process. It would just be really taking the lighters apart and then shooting stuff out of it. But if you do want to see that, go ahead and click the like button and tell me down in the comments below, and see ya.